Chapter 9, Sterilization of the Masses. In September 2001, Robin McKee, a science editor writing for The Guardian newspaper in the UK, wrote an article about genetically modified corn being created in order to stop man spreading his seed. He called the invention contraceptive corn and pregnancy prevention plants, but said that it was the handiwork of a San Diego biotechnology company named Epicite, where researchers discovered a rare class of human antibodies that attack male sperm. By isolating the genes that regulate the manufacture of these antibodies, and by putting them into corn plants, the company has created tiny horticultural factories that make contraceptives, said McKee. Epicite said, "We have a hothouse filled with corn plants that make anti-sperm antibodies. We have also created corn plants that make antibodies against the herpes virus, so we should be able to make a plant-based jelly that not only prevents pregnancy but also blocks the spread of sexual disease," said President McMinn. Hein also said that essentially the antibodies are attracted to surface receptors on the sperm. They latch on and make each sperm so heavy that it cannot move forward. It just shakes about as if it was doing the lambada. According to Kevin Hayden at www.morningliberty.com, the funding for this original research came from the USDA, but once the Epicite gene was patented, Monsanto and DuPont bought the company. According to Genesis at planetinfowers.com, writing in February 2013, after the 2001 press release by Epicite, all discussion of the breakthrough then vanished and the company was taken over in 2004 by Biolex and nothing more was heard in the media. I'm not surprised judging by how controlled the media is. In 2008, the Austrian Ministers for Agriculture and Health fed some mice 33% Monsanto GM corn, NK 603X Mon 810, and non-GM corn for 2 weeks. The mice fed on non-GM corn had normal babies, but the mice fed on the GM corn had fewer babies and those that were born were weaker. Genesis comments that the Margaret Sanger's birth control initiative to reduce the African American population has finally come home to roost. Sylvia Ribeiro from Mexico had the following comment: "The potential of spermicidal corn as a biological weapon is outrageous, since it easily interbreeds with other varieties, is capable of going undetected and could lodge itself at the very core of indigenous and farming cultures. We have witnessed the execution of repeated sterilization campaigns performed against indigenous communities. This method is certainly much more difficult to trace." Monsanto GM corn variety Mon 810 was approved for human consumption in countries including the United States and Europe. This has since been proven to cause organ failure. Monsanto GM corn variety NK 603 was under temporary import suspension by Russia. Kevin Hayden at Morning Liberty also points out that how far this corn pollen containing the Epicite gene has blown in Southern California, nobody knows. He also points out that the sudden reverse in birth rates began in 2007 and the drop was especially heavy in the Hispanic population where the diet is heavily reliant on corn.